Hi, back again to a new tutorial part. We are now speaking about Blender 3.0, and I've got an old project from my own that is Saint Michel, 40 houses, and I want to animate that all later. But then I need houses that have no thousands of words. You see, in the moment it's all singular. Each stuff has its own word count. When we all put that together, that house had be 20,000 or 30,000 words, and that's too much. And so I show you how to build how we get a lower count of maximum 700 words, and it looks like it look now. So how we do that? At first we take it as it is, the house, and make some renders from front, from the back, from both sides. So to do that we need here the camera and set it to orthographic view. Then you see it is leaned, so we press N to get this panel. Then we hold it, the left mouse button, and drag it, and then we type 0, so the camera is down to 0 rotation. Then we press numpad 3 and rotate X 90 degrees, so the camera comes up. We go to move. Now the arrow's there, we can move forward and backward. Then numpad 0, we jump into the camera, we scroll out with the middle mouse button, G to grab and bring the house in the middle. Then we have here the orthographic view. We go here in the less, that we see the house nearly complete but not complete. So that's enough. We want to render that. So first is we don't need a sun. Then when we have a sun there will be shadows on this picture and such. So X, I delete that, because that what we render there should have no shadows or something, because in the new scene who knows which situation is there. So we don't want to bake lights or render lights. So and because of that we have there no background image, so I delete that. It was from the before, and I make there a simple RGB white in the world settings, and make it a little bit less, 0.9 from the strength. So we have only light there with no shadows. That is good for making the renders. Good. What we need else, we have HD resolution, but we need here in the sampling only 32 samples, but with denoise, that is important, and here denoise too, and there should be cycles. Good. I think we get the first stuff. So we render, we press F12, and now he renders. We are at 5 samples, 9, we go to 32. And I want to say directly, that's not the best way to do that. Normally you bake that all on one image and such, but that is a other simple way to do such. Not perfect, not good. When a profi looks at that, he won't laugh. But I showed you, and you can decide is it good for you or bad. So we have ready, and we save that image, save as, and I'm giving the name front. because it's the front of the house. So front, save. Then X out here. Then we go to the camera, rotate the Z-axis 180 degrees and bring them on the back side of the house. Oh, what we have there? Oh, okay. So we rendered it simply. Not the best. Looks like a leopard or such. I don't know what I done there so long ago, but that's not the message. The message is how to do such. So it's rendered, so save as, that is the back from the house, so we call it back. Save. Good. Numpad 0, go out of the camera, rotate Z 90 degrees, so we look now from the left side to the house. So we bring it there. There we have it. We have different colors. I don't know what's that. So I'll make it short. Changing. Material puts assign and U and unwrap from view. So we have that. Then we go to UV editing. We need here to change to UV. Then I can see this picture on the house. I must select there's something, jump to with numpad and the comma. Then we scroll here with a mouse button and can go to material mode, so we see what it does, and that is good now, I think. Let's look there, there is it. That must be much smaller, so we get that whole stuff there, and here press scale now, and then you can move the mouse and that gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Good, that should be good for that. So default modus here, I mean I can render that F12. Whoa, that don't look good here. I must move there a little. That must be more there. Yes. And the tiles look not so good. But I can't change now all. Okay, we render that. Eagle. What happens? Wow, Blender crash. That is another. Okay, we'll try it again. That was other house Blender. That is it. And we was on the left side, I think. I don't know it exactly, but I think it was so. Yeah, there was the error. So I must do that fucking stuff again there. So we get that. Then UV from view, UV, scale, house, zoom, get here the material mode. So we get that, and scale. Good. File, save, before it crashes again. So default, camera. Oh, I must do all again. That is horrible. We go to orthographic view, and here we are on perspectivic, so we press numpad 5 to go to orthographic, the 1 on numpad to front view, the camera N to get the panel, left click, hold it, get the rotation to 0, then numpad 3 side view, rotate X 90, and we have it. Good. Wow, that is horrible. When planet crash, you must do all again. Yeah, you see it here, the samples must rebuild to 32, the noise should be on, all again. Wow. Numpad 0 to go in the camera, orthographic size to nearly what we need. And then we was on the left side, I think. So we go there, move, rotate Z 90 degrees. That will be now the right side. We start with that. Numpad 0 num. Yeah. Here we must reset that here again. And render, that is the right side, so render F12. Oh, here is the background not killed, and we have the same shit as on the other side. Okay, so at first the world settings back, and RGB white to 0.9 the strength, and then we need here to reset that here completely too. So that means new unwrap from view, UV editing, and scale. He makes both. Don't know I like it, but okay. So we have that. Back to the right side and render. And you know, when you look my channel often, I make it all live. And so you see my arrows, and so you can see what I do to get that correctly. Sometimes horrible, but there you see how that works all. So it's rendered, save as right side, so we type in here right and save it. And we need the left side, so we go to our camera, rotate Z 180 degrees, and bring him on the other side, the left side. Numpad 0 to jump into the camera, F12 to render the left side of the house, 32 samples. With a denoise on that, it is mostly enough, and it takes not so long. So image save as, that is the left side, so we call them left, and save as image. Good. We have that. We have the 4 pictures of each side. The next step is sun. We must delete. So you see that here are thousands of other stuff. and that makes it to a word count that is crazy. I want to try to join that, so I take a box selection and object join. Now you see we have 2950, and when we go there again and object join, we move that away. Okay, that is the whole house. The whole house has 5500 edges, and that is too much for many houses. And I want to Saint Michel, and Saint Michel has 40 houses, and 40 houses multiplied with that one, it's too much. So I will that this house maximum 700 words, and it looks like it look now, and that is the fact. So how we do that? We delete all stuff that we don't need and make it to a rough basic model. So that means we take here the crazy house wood, go in edit mode, Alt A to deselect all, and say here select. That is all this stuff there, and X deleted. So we are now at 2000. That's better. But that here is so much, the candle for water. So we have to kill them too. That is made with metal. So we can say select material metal and X delete vertices. Now we are at 500. That's good, but not good enough. We save it first time. File, save. Then this thing here can't happen. It must be the roughest part that we have, so only the outside rims should be stand there. So we go to word selection and C for circle selection. You can roll the middle mouse button to get that bigger or less, and we mark all the stuff that is in there, and we must enable that here to get the background within, not only the front parts. We want to get all stuff. So again, C circle selection and mark all the inner stuff. We only need the outer rim. It's like Star Wars or outer rim. So nearly there. X delete only the vertices. So all this other stuff must be gone. So C circle selection, that can be deleted. This whole stuff there. So X delete edges. They are not, but there. And it's only sample. You ask, oh, I don't have that file, how should I do that? I can't do that. But that is how you must do that later when you want to make it on your own. Good. We need here orthographic view. When you go there, he goes in and makes some shit that comes when you have perspectivic view. So numpad 5, you have orthographic view, and you can go near there and nothing happens. Good. So I delete that stuff there, and this down part we don't need to, but it is fixed here, so we delete here the connection, and then we can try it again and delete the words, so only that left. X delete words. So that is the rough basic structure of that part. So we can close here that one with a face, type F to close. Same here on the front for words, and close it. Then we get the top part and grab with G and in the Z direction, and that is the basic structure. Don't mess around with the textures, we don't need them in the moment. It's only to get a rough hull of the house. So we are now at 341 words and not thousands, but it is not good enough. These windows can be deleted. So plastic white, select, we have that, and X delete them. Go back, must look what happens. That was selected with that, so Alt A deselect all before, then select the white and X delete the words. So we have now a base structure, but not less enough. We can go with less. And that means edit mode, we disable background selection, we get to edge mode and C for circle selection, and we get these edges. They can all be kicked out. So X dissolve edges. Now we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges and not more. Same on the other side, mark them and X dissolve edges. So we get less and less and less words. So we can mark that 3 ones, X dissolve edges. So we look what is there what we don't need. The bottom we don't need, so X we can delete the edge in this part. That should be enough. Now it's absolutely low poly. That is enough, I think. Good. We close the windows. They are closed. Okay, then it's better. So file, save. We select all with A and then go to mesh, clean up, delete losers. You see here the one edge was there and it's not needed. Again, A, select all, mesh, clean up, merge by distance. Nothing. Good. When you have point words and another word lays over them exactly, you don't see that there are two words, then you can use this clean option there. Good. File, save. Now we don't need any more the materials there because we have it from front and from the other sides. So we delete all materials. So that is our base structure. Simple base structure. And we want that it looks like the high poly before. So how we do that? Simply. Edit mode, Alt A to deselect all, face selection, B, box selection. Now we have marked only the front faces, nothing else. That we can disable. So only the front faces are selected, and we create a new material for the front and we call it front. We say it should, the base color should be an image. The image we want open, and we have saved it under the name front. So we click it, then we hit U for the unwrap, and we say it should be projected from view. Then we go to the UV editing, and we see that is our marks, and we want to scale them, so we press S, scale it, and you see it on the right side too, how that changed then. And we need the original size and grab it to the real position there, and then we have it. It looks from the front like a heavy style object, but in real it is that. And so we make it with all the sides of that, and then we're fine. Okay, we go on, but before I must take a beer. I'm back in seconds. So back there, let's look where we ended. The backside is not done, so we go to, we hold Control and press numpad 1, so we are on the back side of the object. We hit Tab for the edit mode, Alt A to deselect all faces. Then we press B, box selection, and mark the backside. We take a look that only that is selected and only that is selected. Wonderful. So make a new material, plus new, give them a name, back. Say the base color is an image. We open the image, and as the backside we rendered. Then we say hit U for the unwrap, and we say from view, and we say the back materials should be assigned to that. Then we go to the UV editing, and we see we must make it bigger. So we scale here, press S, and then simply G to grab and bring it on position, and we have the back side of the house done. File, save. Back to default mode, and when we type on the numpad 3, that is the right side of the house then, of the object. So we press numpad 3, we're on the right side now. Tab to go to edit mode, Alt A to deselect all selections from before, B, box selection, and select all stuff, faces, on the right side. Look that nothing other is selected, so fine. We say we want to give them material. It should be the new name, and it is right, and it should the base color and image, open, and it was right, so right side, and hit view to unwrap from view and assign the right material to that. Then go to the UV, and we have here the wrong image, so we go here to type in R, and you see right, you type that and scale it up, and then you can see how it comes there. So we have that. Now we have nearly ready a house that only has 89 words, and it looks fine. But this side we must make. So we need the left side from the house, that is control numpad 3. So you are on the left view of this object. Alt tab, edit mode, Alt A, deselect all, B, box selection, select the faces, check it that nothing other is marked, and then we need a new material, new, call it left. The base color should be an image. Open up, left, hit U, project from view, assign the left material, UV editing, go here to left and scale up. So that's it. Now we have the complete self house like before, and that was before 4000 words or such, and now it are 89 words and faces 52, and that is what I want to show you, how to make that simple. And you see that is really now the base of the base, and it looks good. And so you can make maybe one of your projects the same way. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next part. So see you. Bye. Have fun.